A few years into the school, I was invited to take my next step, to enter an intensive called the Fisher-Hoffman process, to process a lot of the difficult experiences as a kid. Well, one night, I came into the class, there was a stack of pillows and a long bat sitting in front of my seat. Take my next step. I was invited and given permission to let out all my angry, pent-up anger, frustration, all of that. Well, I thought it was kind of weird, but it was like so incredibly liberating to just go berserk on those pillows. Anyway, after about 3 rounds of 45 minutes, my breath was like this, and I lay back on my pillows to rest. And when I closed my eyes, I saw something that changed my life. It was a diamond. Now, this was no diamond in the rough. This diamond was sheer refined perfection. Beyond Tiffany's, beyond royalty, bigger than my entire body, filling me from the top of my head to the tips of my toes. Shimmering prisms of light streamed out in every direction, and every facet glistened in rainbow colors. Words rose up inside of me from the silence. I am a diamond. Beautiful, precious, beautiful, valuable. In that moment, I knew I was no longer not enough. I knew I was no longer defined by the opinions of others. I was now the authority on my worth because I knew who I really was. Woohoo! The following summer, I went to a Little People of America's National Conference. And I met a really cute guy who had long, luscious brown hair and eyelashes that touched the sky. Now, the bad news is the convention week was nearly half over, so I knew I had to work fast. So I put him through Peggy's instant attitude test. In our first conversation, I said, "Well, why are you a little person?" "What?" "Well, why are you a little person?" Before I was born, God gave me a choice. He said I could be tall, or I could have great hair. Green light, green light. Over a year later, we were married, and oh, happy day. I was thrilled to be embraced by feeling someone truly loved me. It was an amazing time in my life. And as life would have it, challenges happen. About 15 years into the relationship, the challenges intensified. And 2 years later, I asked him for a divorce. I remember standing in front of my house, watching the orange thing on the side of the U-Haul truck go down the drive, down the hill, and around the corner, and disappear. I never saw Brad again. That was over 5 years ago. When that U-Haul disappeared, something huge happened. That big hairy monster that was under my bed, it popped out like Jack in the Box. If I'm alone, I'll die. If I'm alone, I'll die. That resounding mantra haunted me morning, noon, and night. Inside, I trembled like a leaf on a tree. I knew it was time to take my next best step.